JPMorgan hosting its Investor Day here in New York City today, where Jamie Dimon is scheduled to speak this morning. Our Leslie Picker's live on the scene with the latest. Morning, Leslie.
Hey, good morning, Carl. Dimon planning to give closing remarks in about 50 minutes time and answer questions from investors and analysts here. He's likely to comment on the macro environment, including the Moody's recent decision to downgrade the U.S. credit rating and the broader fiscal picture in this country. We actually spoke 2 years ago on CNBC the day after Fitch made a similar move, and Dimon said at the time that it doesn't really matter. So we'll see if he still feels that way. Succession, of course, will be in focus, with B of A writing today that, quote, any signs that Mr. Dimon would stay in his current role as CEO for 2 to 3 years, 2 to 3 more years, would be very bullish. So far this morning, we've heard from several contenders of that seat, including Marianne Lake, who runs consumer and community banking. She said the hard data around consumers, things like spending growth and cash buffers, indicate resilience, while noting sentiment among that cohort and small businesses has deteriorated. 2 other potential CEO candidates, Doug Petno and Troy Rohrbaugh, just started presenting on the state of the commercial and investment bank, so we'll bring you those headlines as we get them. In his opening remarks, CFO Jeremy Barnum reaffirming guidance on net interest income, the profitability metric for loan making, as well as the guidance on expenses, although he noted that the outlook for NII is slightly better than it was just a month ago during earnings. They're not quite ready to boost those expectations yet, though, David.
Leslie, just as a point of reference, Dimon is expected to stay in for how much longer?
Last year at this Investor Day, he kind of made some news when he said that the timeline is no longer 5 years anymore. That had been kind of his joke. Every time he was asked about it, another 5 years, another 5 years. And then last year he said it's no longer 5 years, indicating it was less than 5 years. So we don't know if it's 1 more year, 4 more years, four more years, and a little bit longer. So people will be looking for any indication of, that timeline today, of course. And then earlier this year, they did a reshuffling of the business heads to, indicate a couple of people who were candidates for that seat. And then recently, Jen Piepszak moved or decided to move to the operations role, kind of taking herself out of the running for that CEO spot. She was for a long time considered a favorite for that seat.
Okay. Leslie, thank you.